everyone, this is Terry for Marotiri Yoga. We're going to begin with a nice big inhale, exhaling our hands down through heart center. We're going to find our way down onto the mat. I want you to stretch your legs out nice and long, feet about mat distance apart, arms out from the body, turning the palms towards the ceiling and sliding our shoulder blades down our back away from our ears. Tucking your chin towards your chest, lengthening out the back of the neck, maybe pointing the toes, engaging up the legs. Feel free to do the same with the hands, clenching the hands, and then let them soften and release. So just becoming a little aware of the breath now. So we might bring our hands to our belly so we can feel those hands rise and fall as we take nice long inhales and exhales. If you feel the breath is catching at any point through the chest, you might want to just hold the breath at the top and then slowly let it exhale and release. A few more rounds like that, just nice easy breath, creating that awareness and that length. We're going to bring our ankles together now, reach our arms overhead, and like you've just woken up in the morning, take a nice big stretch, engaging every muscle. Now we're going to bring our knees to our chest, wrapping them with our hands and arms and having a little rock side to side for that lower back, just checking how it's feeling today. We're then going to slide one hand onto each kneecap and draw some circles with our kneecaps, changing direction and rolling over any little spots that feel tight through those hips. I want you to place your feet now down onto the mat, touch your fingertips to your heels, checking our distance, and then we're going to lift those hips up, coming into our bridge. Slowly releasing with the exhale. Inhaling up, exhaling down. We're going to add some hands in now, so bringing the arms overhead, backs of the hands touch the floor behind us, and then we exhale those hips and hands back down. Inhale up and over, exhaling down. I now want you to take your right ankle onto your left knee, flex through that right foot, and then gently urge that right knee away. You might want to place your hand in the crook of your right hip there and just gently push it away from you. When you're ready, we're going to link the hands behind our left thigh, drawing it towards us, flexing through both feet to protect our knees there, and just gently opening out the back of those glutes there. We're going to release the left foot down onto the mat now, bring the arms out to a T and cross that right leg all the way over the left, dropping both knees to the left hand side. You may want to wiggle your hips a little more towards the centre of the mat and just allow a nice big stretch for that lower back. Alright, we're going to roll those knees back through centre, place the right foot down onto the mat and place your left ankle onto that right knee, getting into the other side, pushing with that left hand down into the crook of that left hip, helping it stretch out. And then when we're ready, linking the hands behind our right thigh and beginning to draw that knee towards us. Remember to keep both feet flexed, protecting our knee joints there. When you're ready, release that right foot down onto the mat, bring the arms out to a T, cross your left leg all the way over the right and drop both knees to the right hand side this time. Remembering to take some nice big breaths down into the belly to help that lower back release. Right, we're going to roll our knees back through centre, uncrossing and then drawing them towards the chest for a nice big squeeze. Maybe a little roll out on the lower back. Now rolling up into a seated position for a little twist. We're going to take our right hand to our left knee, our left hand behind us, and thinking nice and long with that spine, peering over our back shoulder for a little twist. Other side, taking our left hand to our right knee, our right hand behind us, peering behind our back shoulder, just starting to mobilize through that spine. Now we're going to bring our right hand beside us, stretching our left arm up and over, stretching out the left side of that hip and side body. Other side, left hand goes down, right arm reaches up and over, stretching out through the right side of the hip. Right now we're going to get into a little seated cat-cow, so one hand to each kneecap. We're going to draw our chest open, rolling the chin towards the sky as we inhale, and as we exhale, hold tight to those knees, chin to chest. Inhale through and exhale under. Nice, one more inhale to neutral, and then we're going to roll over and we're going to start to find our 4-point position. From our 4-point position, we're going to draw that navel towards the spine, tilt the tailbone under, and then extend our right leg behind us, flexing through that right foot. Keeping the core nice and stable, you're going to extend the left arm out, and then inhale, exhale the elbow to knee beneath the body. Inhaling out, exhaling under, keeping that core nice and stable. Inhale out, exhale under. One more inhale out nice and long, then we're going to bend that right knee, take the left hand to that right ankle, and then push into that bind, opening out the chest. Remembering to breathe, nice big inhale, exhale, and release. Switching to the other side, resetting that core and tailbone, and then sending the left leg behind us, flex through that left foot, extend your right arm out. Take a nice big inhale, and exhale, knee to elbow beneath the body. Inhaling out, exhale under, inhale out, exhale under. This time we're going to inhale out, bending that left knee, take the right hand to your left ankle, and then push into that bind, remembering to take a nice big inhale, and then we'll exhale to release, and lowering down. Back to our 4-point position for cat-cow, drop the chest, draw a line with that chin as we inhale up, exhale, we roll under, looking back to the hips. Inhaling up and open, exhaling under, making sure to push through the hands. Inhale up, exhale under, really rolling through that spine. One more inhale to neutral, and then we'll sit back onto our heels. We're going to open out through our shoulders now, so we're going to inhale up, and then as we exhale, we're going to come into cactus arms, so the elbows drop to shoulder level. We inhale back up, exhale out. Inhaling up, trying to keep in that nice straight line through the body. Exhale down. And then we're going to link the hands behind the body, drawing them down and away from that lower back. You might want to tilt the chin towards the sky. Releasing the hands, we're going to get ready to come into our first down dog. So placing the hands to the mat, spreading the fingers nice and wide. We're going to tuck the toes, hover the kneecaps, chest rolls back to thighs, and then we open out those legs to the back of the mat. Now feel free to pedal out those heels, roll through those hips, get a feeling for your first down dog. Stretch out the arches of our feet now. So when you're ready, you're going to inhale up, onto the balls of the feet, exhale those heels back down. One more like that, inhaling up, exhaling down. We're going to look to the front of our mat now, step the feet between the hands, and we're going to inhale to a halfway lift. Exhale, soften and release. Then we're going to rise up, nice big inhale, fingertips touch, and then we're going to hinge from the hips, rolling back down. Inhale for our halfway lift. We're going to place the hands down, step back to our plank. This time we'll just lower the knees, rolling down, and then coming into our baby cobra, hovering the hands and the kneecaps. We'll go for another round of flow now. Feel free to take that modified version for the next round. Otherwise, we're going to look to the hands. When we're ready, step those feet between the hands. Inhale for a halfway lift. Exhale, soften and release. Inhale, we rise, fingertips touch, and hinge at the hips, rolling down. Inhale for our halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step back to plank. This time you might want to just roll down, hovering above the mat, flipping the toes and inhaling for your up dog. Exhale, back to down dog. Let's reset our down dog position. Still warming up through the backs of those legs. We're going to inhale our right leg high, pointing the toe. Then we're going to bend at the knee, flex through that foot and open the hip to the right hand side. Stay strong through those arms. And then we're going to draw that foot through and under, placing it beneath the nose. We're going to roll up into our high lunge position now, palms facing, strong through the legs. Inhaling here. As we exhale, the torso is going to roll forward, the arms are going to go back, spearhead. Inhaling up, exhaling back. Staying strong through the legs as we inhale up. Exhale back, challenge for the balance now, and we're going to inhale up, and then we're going to exhale, hands to heart center. We're going to twist now, so tilting forward, taking that left elbow to the outside of our right knee, pushing into the hand bind, staying strong through the legs, keeping our balance. One more inhale, then we'll rise back up to our high lunge. Exhale, frame that front foot, step back to plank, lowering down. Inhale for your up dog, and exhale to down dog. We'll get into the other side, so we're going to inhale that left leg up, bending at the knee, flexing through the foot and opening out that hip. So we'll try to open out that hip to the left side. We're going to draw that knee through and under, place it beneath the nose, rise up to find our high lunge. Finding our high lunge on this side, palms facing, we're going to inhale here, exhale to spearhead on this side, arms go back, torso forward. Inhale up, exhale back. Inhale up, stay strong through the legs, exhale back. One more inhale up, exhale back. We're going to inhale up this time, but hands come to heart center, and we'll find that twist. This time the right elbow comes to the outside of that left knee, pushing into the hands, staying strong through those legs. One more inhale, and then we'll rise back up to high lunge. Exhale, frame that front foot, step back to plank, lowering down. Find your up dog or baby cobra, inhale, and then exhale to our down dog. Pedal out those feet. We're going to drop the knees nice and wide now, toes touching, and sink back to a child's pose, hips to heels. Reach those fingertips out nice and long. Take a few nice deep breaths. And we're going to take our left hand just off the mat, place the right hand on top of it, stretching out through that right side. One more inhale here, then back through center, come up onto your fingertips, take a nice big inhale, lengthen that spine, then take the right hand just off the mat and place the left hand on top. Keep those hips sinking to the heels, steady that breath, then back through center. One more inhale up onto fingertips, exhale, and then we'll roll back up into our full point position. From here we're going to come back into our down dog position, and then we're going to take our left hand to our right ankle, calf or thigh, whatever you can manage, holding that position nice and strong through the arms, and then releasing, finding the other side. Right hand to our left ankle, holding the position there, and then exhaling, release. We're going to come to warrior two now, so we're going to inhale that right leg high, draw the knee through and under, back foot comes flush to the mat, and we roll up to our warrior two position. We're going to reverse our warrior now, so flipping the front hand, we inhale reverse, strong and steady through the core, nice and controlled. Inhale up, exhale, release. One more, we're going to inhale up. This time as we exhale, that front elbow is going to come to the front knee. We're going to reach and extend the left arm up and over. Now if you want to extend the position further, you can drop that right hand down to the mat, or you can create that full wrap where the right hand goes under and the left arm drops over back. If you're in that vision, release the bind, meet back in our warrior two for one reverse. Inhale, exhale, we'll frame that front foot, step back to plank, lowering down, finding your up dog or baby cobra for the inhale, and then exhale, release to our down dog. Resetting your down dog now. Then we'll get into the left side, so inhale the left leg high, exhale, draw that knee through and under. Back foot comes flush to the mat as we roll up to our warrior two. Flipping that front hand, inhale, reverse. Exhale, release. Nice and strong through the core. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, release. One more. We'll inhale, reverse, and then as we exhale, release, front elbow to front knee. Reach and extend that arm up and over. Strong through those legs. Take whatever variation you took on the other side. So if you drop that bottom hand, feel free to do so. Or if you took the full bind, do so on this side. Releasing the bind now, we can come back to warrior two. Flip and reverse our warrior inhale. And as we exhale, frame that front foot. Step back to plank, lowering down. Up dog or baby cobra for the inhale. And then exhale to your down dog. Pedal out those feet. Reset your down dog. And then we're going to walk our hands back towards our feet, dipping through the knees slightly, one hand to each elbow. Have a little sway side to side, releasing that lower back. Nice. We're going to release those hands now. We're going to take the forearms behind the knees, really bend through the knees if you need to. Hold those wrists, and then I want you to push the backs of the knees into your forearms. This is a beautiful lower back stretch. Remember to breathe down into the belly. Releasing the hands. We're going to take our first 2 fingers, wrapping them around our big toes, and then we're going to draw the elbows out to the side, using that bind once again to open out the back body. Release, rolling forward and finding our down dog. We're going to find our pigeon pose now. So inhale that right leg high, draw the knee through and under, tucking it behind the right wrist on the mat there. As we shuffle the right shin forward, we walk those left toes back. You might want to take a breather towards the sky there before you sink the torso down. You can stay on forearms, or you might be able to sink all the way forehead to mat. Now remember, in this position, it's a big stretch for those glutes, so remember to breathe nice and deeply down into the belly, trying to keep those hips neutral, the spine nice and straight, and soft through those shoulders. Alright, we're coming out now, hands beneath shoulder joints, tucking our left toes under. We're going to raise that right leg back and away, give it a nice big stretch and flex before we meet back in our down dog for the other side. Inhale the left leg high, draw that knee through and under, tucking it behind the left wrist there. Shuffle that left shin forward, walk the right toes back, breathing to the sky, and then softening down either to forearms or all the way to the mat. Remember to breathe nice and long. Maybe it's a chance to lengthen out that breath. Keep those hips neutral. Let's go for one more nice big inhale. And as we exhale, we're going to start rolling out of that position. Hands beneath shoulder joints, tucking our back toe under, sending that leg to the sky, and then releasing back down into our down dog. From down dog, we're going to step through into a cross-legged position. We're going to come into our Baddha Konasana, or bound foot position. So we are going to bring the soles of the feet together. We're going to take the hands to the ankles or around the toes, whatever feels right. Slide the shoulder blades down your back, away from your ears. Drop the knees to the side. Then when you're ready, apply a little bit of pressure to that bind and tilt the torso forward. Everyone's going to look quite different in this position, so maybe closing the eyes, just focusing in on where that engagement sits for you. You can start walking the hands out. You may be able to drop the head a little towards the mat. Just breathe wherever you are for another full inhale and exhale before we start releasing. From here, we're going to slide that left leg out long. The right sole of the foot is going to come into that left thigh. We're dropping the right knee away, and then we slide the hands down and take a bind onto the foot or ankle, drawing the torso along that left leg. We're going to then swish it up a little, taking our right hand to the outer edge of that left foot or thigh and rotating the chest a little to the right. You'll feel a nice stretch through that right hip flexor. Rolling back up, we're going to take that right hand behind us on the mat, stretch that left arm back, raising the hips, and then dropping them back down. Coming into a twist, taking that right foot over to the outside of the left leg, tucking the left foot down, the right side of that glute. Right hand comes behind us on the mat, raise the left one up, and then take that left elbow to the outside of our right knee. Hopefully that all makes sense. Peering over our back shoulder now, taking a few nice big inhales, big twist, and then we'll just take a little counter twist to the other side as we release. This time the right leg stretches out long and the left sole of the foot comes into that right thigh. Stretch and extend down that right side, find your bind to the foot or ankle and draw the torso down that right leg. If you'd like to add that little hip flexor stretch, take the left hand to the outside of that bind and rotate the chest a little to the left hand side. We're going to release now. Take the left hand behind us, reach and extend the right arm up and over as we lift the hips and then sink them back down. Take our left foot to the outside of our right thigh, tuck our right foot down by our left glute. We're going to take our left hand behind us on the mat, our right arm reaches to the sky, and then that right elbow finds the outside of the left knee. Peering behind us, stretching through that upper part of the back, breathing into the chest there, and then releasing for a little counter twist to the other side. We're going to find our way down onto the mat now, so lowering down onto our back, coming into a couple of bridges, so bringing the heels so we can touch them to the fingertips, palms to the mat. We're going to inhale up, energy through the heels, exhale those hips down. Inhaling up, using those glutes. We might want to find that little shoulder opener, so linking the hands beneath the body, rolling onto the outer edges of the shoulder, pushing those hips towards the sky, and then we'll release and roll back down. Nice. Bringing the knees to the chest. Let's give our knees a little hug there. Roll out on that lower back. One more breath, then dropping the feet down to the mat. We'll bring them about mat distance, arms out to a T, and drop both knees to the left hand side. A nice big open twist. Breathe down into the belly, and on your next exhale, roll those knees all the way over to the right hand side. Once again, a nice big belly breath. On the exhale, roll the knees back through neutral, hugging them once more to our chest, squeezing them down a little tighter this time, rolling out once or twice on that lower back, and then we're going to stretch out long. Bringing your feet mat distance apart, letting the toes fall out to the side, bringing the arms out from the body, palms towards the sky as we slide our shoulder blades down our back, away from our ears. Tuck your chin towards your chest, close your eyes, soften your brow. Do a little scan through the body, making sure everything is relaxed and released. We're going to bring our hands to our belly now. We're just going to do one round of breath. Inhaling for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let your breath just come nice and easy now. You have made it to the end of the class. We're going to do a final little stretch. So when you're ready, bring your ankles together, reach your arms overhead, and like you've just woken up in the morning, stretch and engage every muscle in the body before you relax and release. Bring the knees to the chest, give yourself a little hug before swinging up into a seated position. I hope you enjoyed the class. We're going to bring our hands to heart center and say,